Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to Patched.
Welcome back.
And today we have a very interesting review. This is the Fnatic Flick 2. This is a pretty old mouse, but our friend Eric wanted us to do a review on it. So we went ahead and got this mouse. And we've been playing with it. So this is our review. If you guys want to get it, we'll leave a link in the description box. How much does this mouse go for?
It goes for $49.99. So not bad.
Not bad.
That's competitive pricing right there.
Yes. So let's get it started off with the shape. So as far as the shape goes, when I first got it, I was like, no, I don't like it very much. But then after I kept playing with it, you know, after like 10-20 minutes, I started to get used to it. And it actually isn't horrible. So for me, I have medium-sized hands. My hands are 170 to 174 millimeters long, and I primarily fingertip. So for me, fingertip isn't the best because this is a pretty large mouse. And when I'm flicking down or like tracking down, the bottom of the mouse hits the bottom of my palm and kind of stops a little bit there. So I can't go down as far as I want to most of the time. So I didn't really like that. But as far as like moving everywhere else, it's not bad. I would say the arch is pretty damn high, and personally I like to have a very low profile.
Yeah, it's high and very towards the center.
Yes.
Towards the center. Now for me, I have a little bit larger hands. I didn't have any issues fingertipping this mouse or palming it. Either way, I found it fine for my size of hands. Now it's ambidextrous, not true ambidextrous. But the shape was just super comfortable for me. And it wasn't a shape I've actually seen before. It's not really like any of the others we've tried. Which is interesting. Interesting and not a bad thing at all.
So if you palm grip, I feel like any size hand would be comfortable, you know, palm gripping this. But and also I feel like if you claw, you should be fine as well. But fingertip, if you have a smaller size hand or even medium size like mine, not the best options. All right, as far as the weight goes, so they're very specific, which I really like. On their site, it says it's 93.9 grams. So it's like 94.1 grams, you know what I'm saying? So let's actually check it on the scale, the thing on, 95 grams. You know, pretty much. And it's kind of hard to get an exact weight because of the wire. But it's a very large mouse. It feels kind of bulky and it feels pretty heavy. So definitely not my favorite. I prefer a lighter mouse, and I prefer like a smaller mouse as well with a lower arch. But
now I would say this is sort of in the medium class as far as weight goes. It's not super heavy and it's not super light either. But I feel like this is good for someone who wants a controlled experience with their mouse. This sort of weight, it feels really comfortable for me.
Yes. And very sturdy, you know?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
So then moving on to our next category being the glides. Now these are weird glides.
Look at that.
And they're cool too. I like it.
You like it?
I like that design. I think that's cool.
Like your regular stock mouse feet.
Definitely feels standard.
Yeah.
The design's cool though.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I would think like you would want smaller glides, wouldn't you? Because that would mean less surface area and less friction. So wouldn't you want smaller glides as opposed to bigger glides if you want
control.
less? I guess if you want more control, yeah, that would make sense, right? But for us, we like to have faster glides, so definitely not the best option for us. All right, moving on to the cord. There is a cord. This is a wired mouse, and it's a very nice rubber cord.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah. Obviously, if you have a mouse bungee, you can make it work, but yeah, the cord sucks. Yeah, so there's the cord there. You guys already know. All right, moving on to the buttons. So the buttons, the mouse 1-2 clicks are very soft. I wouldn't say it's mushy like most of Razer's mice are. I would say it's a little bit less mushy than that, but it's still a really soft, subtle click, you know? Personally, I like to have a harder click, you know, like in the G-Will's Haughty or like the Final Mouse Ultralight 2. But you know, you get used to it and it's not bad.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? And I mean, the side buttons are good. They're large side buttons.
Really? You like the side buttons?
I like the side buttons.
I hate the side buttons.
That's weird.
I mean, I like that it's really big. Look at how large these are. So it's very easy to press. And my thumb doesn't cover them at all. So I don't accidentally press them, or like my thumb isn't always covering them. But there's just so much travel distance. There's a lot of pre-travel and a lot of post-travel. So it feels like really mushy to me. And it's like kind of hard to press because it's like you have to press a long distance. So for me personally, I didn't like it, but I guess Lucas, you liked it?
Yeah, I thought it was fine. I liked it because it doesn't feel like I'm gonna hit it accidentally. Even if I'm just hovering over it to switch weapons or something like that, I don't feel like I'm gonna accidentally push it down because of the extra pre-travel. As far as the scroll wheel goes,
trash.
Dude, what is going on with that scroll wheel?
It's so hard to scroll.
It's like actually it takes all my finger muscles to like move the scroll wheel, dude.
Dude, your middle finger is gonna have like biceps. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm
It's gonna have
saying?
biceps on his biceps.
Oh my
dude.
god! Like it has a lot of resistance, which I don't like, and also like
Yeah.
I guess the steps are pretty.
The steps are defined.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, and this isn't something we usually like. We usually gloss over the scroll wheel. But this is something that I noticed immediately. It's so dramatically like it takes so much force to like move the scroll wheel.
Yes.
It's just uncomfortable.
And we have a lot of stuff bound to our scroll wheel in a lot of our games. Like, for example, for Apex, for me, I scroll down to pick up weapons or pick stuff up, and then scroll up to jump. You know, so scroll wheel is actually kind of important for me. So I didn't really like it as much. And of course, it does click, and the click force on the scroll wheel is actually pretty high as well. So the scroll wheel, not a fan of at all. All right, so as far as build quality / durability goes, the actual material on top of the mouse is nice. It has a nice little grip texture to it. It's pretty damn smooth, but it does pick up a lot of fingerprint marks and oils. So and you can immediately see that, which kind of sucks.
Definitely. I mean, it's a minor detail, but something to mention for sure. Now the sides are rubbery.
Yes.
I love that. Super, super grippy material. Doesn't feel like it's gonna slip out of your hand at all. It makes it feel just that much more premium.
Yes. And of course, there's no side button wobble. This entire mouse feels very sturdy. And you see this? That's like metal. You're on the bottom of the mouse.
Yeah, a little metal plate there with their logo on it.
Yeah. So build quality is really good. They say that it's rage proof. So if you throw your mouse, you should be okay. That's what they say. So,
Right.
as far as the RGB goes, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, they got RGB on the scroll wheel. They got a little Fnatic logo that lights up on the side.
Yes.
And the one specifically that your hand does cover, your palm, doesn't light up.
Yes, that's cool.
That's cool.
And I also really like this, it's not an underglow, but you can kind of see it. It's very subtle.
Yeah, just
this
that
yellow
orange,
line.
that orange trim underneath.
That's cool. That's
cool. I like it.
And of course, you have a lot of their logo. It says Flick here on the right, and then their logo on the left, and here on the bottom of the mouse, and also on the actual bottom.
Yeah, they branded the shit out of this mouse.
Yes, yes.
And then as far as the software goes, the software is really well designed for, I mean, just being Fnatic, which isn't like a company that you would expect to make mice or anything like that. Really well designed, super nice, super functional, easy to remap side buttons, everything like that.
Yes.
Change up your RGB. Usually something we gloss over, but super nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, and as far as aesthetics go, I feel like it's a really good looking mouse. You know?
It really does look nice. I love the colors on there. I know that's sort of their design scheme anyways with the black and orange, but I think it's a really nice look on there.
All right, so overall, for $50, it's a pretty nice mouse. I mean, it is pretty old. It's like a year old. But obviously, I feel like they can make some improvements, like, the cord, the glides, the scroll wheel, and side buttons. I really wasn't a huge fan of, and the shape was okay for me. So definitely not one of my favorite mice, but I got by with it,
Yeah.
But Lucas, did you like it?
I really liked it, actually. For $50, it's going to be one of the lower priced mice. The only improvements I would say this mouse needs is going to be the cord, the glides, and then the scroll wheel. That's it. And those are fairly minor things. They could even just fix the scroll wheel and the glides, then I could use a mouse spongy, I'd be happy. But for $50, I mean, competing against, like, let's say a Glorious Model O- or a Model O in that pricing scheme, it's gonna be iffy which one you want. I feel like if you want a little bit more control, you might go for something like this, like the Flick 2.
Yes.
But if you like light mice, you want it to be a little bit faster, then you'd stick with the Model O or O-.
I mean, like, as I do, you know what I'm saying? So again, if you guys want to get it, we'll leave a link in the description box. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next one.
See you in the next one.